Peace, peace, peace. Welcome in, welcome in. What's going on? What's going on? What's up, Drew? What's good, gang? How you feeling, family? How you feeling? So today, I'm gonna be working on this interview with my boy Jordan Ancrum. It's gonna be a real dope interview today. I'm just waiting for more people to join in. Hopefully, more people will join in before I get them up here. Nah, definitely gotta save this live, man. What's good, my brother? Peace and love, peace and love, peace to you, my guy. Definitely gotta get an interview with you soon too, as well. I'm just up here waiting for everybody to join. I'm trying to see. I don't even know how to work Insta first live for real. Thought you could add like a damn man. I thought you could add like a caption for this shit. Welcome in, man. I think he gonna be getting on about 2 o'clock. Just want to see who's gonna get on this. How y'all doing today, man? I think it's gonna be a beautiful day. Good Friday, man. It's gonna be a great Friday. Oh, and Drew, I'm back in North Carolina, bro. I don't live in Georgia anymore. I'm back in North Carolina. So you definitely gotta hit me up, gang. Man, how do you caption this shit, man? Hold on. Shay, okay. Everything above ground, that's good to hear, brother. That's good to hear, for sure. For real. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna lock in for sure. For sure. I know you still be making them hits, man. I know you still be making that good music. How do I pin it though? There we go. Where is Jordan at, man? There he is. There he is. What's going on, family? I knew the God was gonna show up. Peace. Peace and chaos to all the primordial souls, man. That's out here on the hero's journey. You feel me? Eternity, my brother. Eternity forever. Feel me? As above, so below. As within, so without. Ashe. Man, where's Jordan at, man? Find this brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you, brother. I knew you was going to tune in, man. He said he had to step out for a second. Come here to bro God. Bro Netter. You feel me? Always a soul connection with us, brother. I can't wait to get I'm actually getting on with the bro God, man. tomorrow night, Saturday, on the Black Hole Chronicles. That shit gonna be fire, man. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit gonna be tough. And he said Z coming back. So it's really gonna be, you feel me, as primordial as the first time. This time we're gonna come a little different though. This time we really gonna tap into, you feel me, the soul. Yes, sir. Back to back. We coming back to back with it. This one gonna be different. And where's Jordan? Yeah. This is before the beginning. This is before time. You feel me? This is before time. Feel me? Like I telling people, man. What was words before words? You feel me? What was anything before anything? We are the essence from the all. You feel me? We started from the beginning. This shit go eons and eons and eons back. Feel me? This shit go all the way back. Okay, there the bro Natter. There the bro Natter. Yes, sir. All right, I'm about to introduce my brother because he's finally on the live with me. Peace and
Peace,
chaos. What's going
peace,
on?
peace,
Peace,
peace.
big peace, my brother. Good to have you up here with me, man. It's good to
I'm
see
glad to
you,
be here.
brother.
I'm glad
Look
to be
like
here.
you in good spirits, man.
So all day.
All right, I'm gonna give you your grand introduction. I've been working on this shit, man. So I'm gonna give it to you, right? All right, so Jordan Ancrum is a self-renowned artist who has expressed and innovated the expressions of music within the spiritual community. Through his musical career, he has established a unique sound unlike any artist in his class. He is truly a light bringer. Without further ado, I would love to introduce my soul brother, Jordan Ancrum. What's good, my brother?
Peace. That was amazing.
Appreciate you. And I first encountered this brother, man, on social media, man. He greeted me, you feel me, with straight gratitude, man. Really, like, truly gratitude. He's always been uplifting. He's always helped me and updated along our spiritual journeys. He's always kept me, in tune with what he had going on. And I appreciate you for that, being a true reflection, you feel me?
Thank you.
He, his music, his music actually inspires me, and it reminds me that the true worth is within, you feel me? In the inside, you feel me? All right, so we're gonna start it off. But I thank you for joining me, brother. Thank you for coming on this platform and spreading your light, brother.
I'm glad to be here, man. I appreciate you, for even creating this, platform for people like me
Yes, sir.
to express their journey and what anything that they have coming up. I feel like this gonna be a big thing, and I feel like you should keep it going. This is your baby.
I,
This is your creative baby. So I feel like you should keep it going, man. Like I don't want to be the only one. I want more people to come on. So I'm glad to be the first one.
thank you, brother. Thank you. I shaded that, man. I
I should.
appreciate you, man. This is my baby, man. This is going to be the first one though, but this is more to come. It's definitely more to come, my brother.
Okay.
So how you doing today? How you been?
Man, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. The last couple of days, man, I've been kind of, in low spirits because I guess because of the eclipse or something. I don't know what's going on, but I've been in low spirits a little bit. But, and I was having a hard time, creating. But I'm back to normal now. I guess when the sun is out, I'm back to normal. So it's been good.
Right.
I've been preparing for this interview. So
For sure, for sure.
yeah.
Okay. So I want to dive into the background, man. I really want to know, who you are, where you from. Like, can you take me into your upbringing?
Okay. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. So it might be a long story.
Okay.
Okay.
We here for it.
Okay. Well, I'm from Georgia.
Okay.
you know, Savannah, Georgia. That's the deep South. You know what I'm saying? We have, many famous people that came from here.
Mm,
Um, Otis Redding, he was from around the corner. That's Macon, Georgia.
mm,
James Brown was from Augusta, Georgia.
mm.
Uh, Mary J. Blige was from Savannah, but she don't want to claim Savannah, but she from Savannah. Who else? I guess you know the rapper named Crondo Rondo.
Yeah, Quando Rondo.
Yeah, he's from Savannah. Another legendary rapper, Camouflage. He's from Savannah. So we have a lot of good artists that came from here. But as far as the upbringing, I've been here my whole life, 30 years in county, even though I don't do time. But this city is what you make it, man. You got to move in righteousness and divine spirit, because this city will cut you down and make you feel down. But you got to know how to move, and be around people that have your like-minded energy.
Right.
Yeah. So my upbringing, it was difficult, but sometimes you had to go through that to learn the challenges in your life. It's
Uh,
truth in everything. I don't care what nobody says. Truth in everything, bad or good. You just gotta be able to have that discernment and move in that light that you want to be in.
right.
And my whole life was like that, and I was grateful to have two parents that was able to stay in my life and teach me the right way. And then when I got old enough, I extended that knowledge of what they gave me, and um, I was able to capitalize on what I learned and put into me.
Right.
And yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So, so you grew up on the 33rd parallel, man.
that's right,
Whew. Real energy,
that's right,
real energy there. Definitely.
that's right,
Like
that's
I was living I lived there a year ago. And as soon as I got to that land, brother, it's something about that land. I ain't gonna lie. Something
on
about like
Savannah.
about Georgia, period. Something about like that landmass of Georgia. It's a different energy. It's really like in the nature there is just evident, man. Like you can feel that nature. Definitely can.
Yeah.
So were you always like musically inclined? Or did you just start when you first started music, was it hard, or is it something you knew like, okay, I can do this?
Well, I'm gonna give you, like I said before, this is gonna be a long word here, but
Oh yeah.
well, it kind of started when I was very young, like when I was seven or five, and um, my dad had this CD called it was the Ohio Players Greatest Hits, and it had all the Ohio players song, and it was this one song that I liked that had a, and I when I heard that bass line, it just opened up a whole
Okay.
new adventure in my mind. I was like, I love the bass, but I could never play the bass because in school, they didn't
Mhm.
really push the music class as they should have did. You know what I'm saying? Like how they didn't really push the music class. So I tried out for the music class, and I wanted to do the snare drums, because I saw Drumline, and that inspired me to want to do the snare drums. But we to do something called bells, which build rhythm,
Mhm.
and that goes back to when I was 5 again, when I already knew how to do rhythm out the gate, because I was I had a record recorder player, and that's the beatbox with it. That's the real first start of it. That's the beatbox with it, and I used to have a sound.
Mhm.
That's to create sounds, and it was kind of weird because like it sounded good. It's like I create instrumentals with my mouth, and I used to record it and listen back. I'm like, well, that really sound good. I started building up rhythm. That's the first step. You got to build up rhythm, and after that, I just started buying CDs. My first CD I brought was Bow Wow. The first one called I think it was Doggy Style or something like that. No, that's Snoop
Okay.
Dogg. Bow Wow first. It was the one where he had the white shirt on, and it had a green backing. Cause he was popping back then. You was either Bow Wow or Romeo.
Hey,
So it was
yeah, he
Bow
was
Wow.
popping. That's a
Yeah.
fact.
So that was my first CD. So I started learning what he was saying, what he was rapping about, and it was the beat first for me before the lyrics at that time.
Mhm.
And then as I got older, went to middle school, it was Ti. Um, it was just mainly Ti because he was popping back then too, and that's when I really started learning about storylines and how to tell a story. Learning
Right.
from Ti albums and stuff like that, and then when I got to, I'm gonna say 8th to ninth grade, that's when I listened to Michael Jackson a lot, and I was trying to dance like him, and that's when I was able to get the the rhythm back that how I wanted to. And once he died, I was kind of like, dang man, Mike died. So that's when I really started trying to write and create songs. But at that time, my songs were so trash. It was like, man, like what is I making? Because I was trying to be everybody else. I
That's
was
how I
trying to be
be.
like
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, I was trying to be like everybody else, but not trying to find my sound. So it was kind of trash at first, and then I kind of stopped. Everything was, I stopped and I was focusing on my schoolwork and playing basketball.
Okay.
And then I played for my high school team, and I made the JV, but I had to quit because of my math grades. Because I wanted to focus more on that. Because at that time, I was thinking, okay, I want to graduate, go to college. All that surface level indoctrination.
Right.
So after I graduated high school, I started, doing it again. Me and my homeboy named James, was my homeboy. He did some shicey stuff, but he was my homeboy, and we started working on something. And I was going to this college, and
Okay.
I was trying to rap at first, but I like, man, my voice not really too strong for that. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing my research on certain artists who might have vocal range, because singers, every singer don't have the same vocal range.
Right.
Like Raphael Sadiq is different from Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross is a vocalist. Raphael Sadiq is a soul singer. So,
Right.
and he from Tony Tony. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah.
Raphael
I know.
Sadiq is,
I'm
yeah,
familiar of the
yeah,
group, Tony.
yeah, Tony, yeah. So my vocal range was kind of close to him and John Lennon. So I started studying them and see how they, create their work.
Okay.
So again, I stopped again. So 2021 came. No, actually, the COVID so-called jab season came, and everybody was stopped. You know what I'm saying? It stopped everybody's potential for trying to do anything um, that they was trying to do at that time. It stopped everybody. So at that time, I was really perfecting stuff. I was writing nonstop. I was going crazy because there was a lot of stuff in my mind. I know you felt that
Yeah.
energy. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a lot of stuff in my mind, and I was like, man, I want to say something. So that's when everybody was waiting for J. Cole and Kendrick to say something. They wasn't saying nothing. So I was like, man, bro, nobody really speaking for the people. So I was
Right.
like, man, one of my first songs came out in 2021, and I think you heard it. It was the Now We Rise EP. That I
Yeah.
feel that wasn't my best work, but I produced some of the beats. I created some of the beats off this little website.
Okay.
Um, at that time I had to figure out what sound will have the rhythm of what I'm trying to look for, because I wasn't trying to sound nobody else. I was trying to sound so different. Like I'm an
Right.
Aquarius, man. So when
That
I made
energy.
yeah, so when I made Now We Rise, it was meant for a teaser for people to see how people take to it, and people was loving it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, keep going, man. Like you got something that nobody want to say, because I was trying to a little bit of rapping on it, but I wanted to keep that soul singing essence.
Right.
And after like that, I dropped this mixtape called Groove, and that's when I really trying to sing on that, because I was trying to find that space where I need to be at. And then
Right.
yeah, so that's the beginning of it, and then you can ask the other questions. I can give you the
Okay.
more gist
Okay.
of it.
All right. So basically, ever since a young age, you've been on this musical odyssey. Like you've been on this musical journey. You've always like been tapped into that type of essence of yourself. Like, okay, I got this rhythm. Went from rhythm to actually using your vocals, and so I understand. I understand definitely now. After
Yeah,
you telling me, I understand now. When I hear the music, it really resonates now.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when you were young, would you consider yourself like a black sheep? Did you feel like I know you're Aquarius already, so the Aquarius is already, unique. They don't really like to deal with too many people, the
Don't like
social groups and stuff
us,
like
man. They don't
that.
like
So,
us.
right. So do you consider yourself like a black sheep growing up?
I'm gonna say I was, but I wasn't, and here's why. Because certain family members didn't like part of my family because of unknown reasons that I have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? But that's a different story. But I felt like I was not. I don't want to say because everybody's special in their own way. But I always felt like I had my own path, man. Like my brothers, they are kind of similar to each other, but I came out differently.
Right.
I came out differently.
So,
Oh
so
my bad.
do you
The
feel
phone went out. What I was saying?
so you say you said contra positive to your brothers, you came out a little bit different than they
Yeah, I came
did.
out a little bit different. Yeah, cause I always had like I took parts of what they had, but I I I took it and I put it into my own little way, and I became a different entity than what they was. Cause they was kind of similar. They want to be kind of like popping, in the mainstream and want to be part of groups and crowds. And I always came out, different. I always been a kind of like a loner and a leader.
Right.
So I wouldn't say I was a black sheep, but I just came out, different. I just came
Understood.
out different. Yeah.
All right. Did you come into like a religious upbringing, or was it more spiritual? What did y'all necessarily believe in the family house?
Well, my family believed in Baptist and used to go. They used to go to church. My folks used to go to church. My mom and dad, but as a child, they didn't force that on us. You know what I'm saying? And I always had a side eye for the pastor because I felt like he was kind of creepy to me. As being little kids, I would try to take the kids in the back where the adults stay in the front. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of creepy to me being young. So
Right.
I never really cared about the pastors. And I always like, you know, my grandma had this pastor that she knew, but he was kind of wicked. So I was like, man, none of these pastors are really on what they speaking on. You know what I'm saying? So
And
my
what age
family,
was when you started
huh?
like? What age were you when you started questioning that religion?
Um, I'm gonna say about like 8 or 10,
Mm,
8 or 10. I started questioning things. I always look up at the sky and figure out, you know, things like far as like why the sun and the moon come out at the same time. So I always questioned that before I even knew about what's going on. I questioned that at a young age, and I also always want the sun to hit my room, the sunlight to hit my room. Like every time, like my family used to move or something, like in a new apartment or a house,
mm-hmm.
I would always want the area where the sun is at, and that was I was like, man, that was a unique thing for me because I like now that I know that was a unique thing because I always want to be by the sun.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I always question things like that, unique questions, and asking people they couldn't never give me the answer.
Right. Right. Hey, that's how it be growing up when you like got that gift.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when did you feel like you would say you had your first spiritual awakening? Like when would you say you're spiritually awakened?
I feel like when I had my first um deep depression, when I felt like I was hopeless, I didn't have no motivation. I'm gonna say back in 2014. I didn't have no motivation, man. Like I felt like I was about to crash out. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to
Mhm.
go to the army and see, go to the war or something like that and crash out because I felt like this system was never built for us anyway. I
Right.
always had that intuition where the system always make my people work hard for something that other people don't really have to work hard for. They have that privilege.
Right.
We didn't really have that privilege like that. So um, I feel like that depression really brought in the spirituality that I needed to be, and I had it about like 3 times. So it's not like one time. I had it three
Right.
times.
Right. That's why I
Yeah,
say when you once you it's like layers.
yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause
it is.
it's like kind of like a ladder. You make a step, and then you're gonna constantly it's constantly evolving. just like eternity. It's always going to be elevation. It's
Right.
not going to stop. You're going to have more spiritual awakens throughout. By the time you get goddamn 80, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So what was some of like the most challenging things that happened to you on a journey as of now? Did you like feel like you lost some connections with family and friends, or was it
A lot, man. A lot of people, man. I lost a lot of people dealing with this journey. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? A lot of people just don't understand why people think a certain way now. All right, baby. How you doing?
right,
Yeah, a lot of real slow. Yes, ma'am. But a lot of people, you know, they'll learn things, and you'll try to tell folks that haven't experienced it yet. So it kind of come out kind of cuckoo or crazy to them.
right,
So I lost a lot of people with that, and I had this like the homeboy I told you about. I feel like I just evolved from him, because he wanted to do things I wasn't, you know, on no more.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to be going to this city. My city has a thing called downtown, and it's like a lot of clubbing and you know, doing service level things. Not to try to down nobody who do that, but you gotta. At that time, I was trying to balance things out and trying to figure me out. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to go out clubbing.
right,
So my spiritual awakening happened at a time where I was cool with him, and then sometimes people just don't get why you evolve, bro. Like that is the main thing with that story for real.
I feel
And
that.
we're not even cool no more because he did some shashy stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm real. Like I try to be real to people that be real to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And my energy, when I sense the energy is shifting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave that person. I'm gonna leave that person and not deal with them no more because it's draining my energy.
Right, right.
Yeah, and
So
you very sensitive when you on that spiritual awakening.
right. So
Yep.
how did you cope with the disconnection from the modern world? Like how did you cope with like so like you say you kind of lost that connection with your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Uh how did you cope with that besides, keeping your distance and departing from that person?
Um, I kind of did like creative things. That's when I really started tapping into that music.
Mm,
Like, man, if if nobody really understand me, I know if I create these songs and sing my soul out, I know
mm-hmm.
people is going to. Some people gonna understand what I'm saying, and some won't. But as long as I know what I'm saying, then I'm good.
Right.
And that's how I speak to my soul. My
Mm.
soul speaking on these records and these tracks. So that's how I feel. How my soul feel. It's like a soul talk.
That's deep, brother.
Yeah.
That's deep. That's that's so dope. That's amazing, man, to hear that. Okay, so um what was what are some of the things you do? You know, you know, what reminds you to keep on going in this journey? Like what makes it worth the while, to keep it going? Like I know it's a lot of people out here that's constantly giving us inspiration.
Yep.
External validation is good, but what keeps you going?
Man, like I said before, like when I just hear a good um I'm gonna say, man, like it's two things. For a musician standpoint, when you hear a good beat,
Mm-hmm.
you be like, man, I gotta hop on this.
Right.
That's one motivation.
Right.
And I'm gonna say my people, like my mom and my dad, man, like and kids, or what I strive to want,
Mm.
manifestation. Like if I sing a song about a girl, I'm imagining, that, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I imagine that and manifesting that, not hoping,
Mm-hmm.
but knowing to see if that come in this reality.
Okay.
Or if I have a ambition of how the world should be, like it is manifestations, man. Basically,
Dope. Dope. Okay. So what's some things that you do to raise your vibration? I know like some people they deal with crystals. Some people go outside and sit in the sun. A lot of people do a lot of different things to keep that vibration, that spirit high. So, what's some things you like to do?
I go work out. I go to the park. Um, Look at nature. I try to talk to myself. Um, do a little poetry, and then when I don't feel like singing, bro, I do like some spoken word or something like
That's dope.
that. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
Nah, that's cool. That's cool. So now I want to take a dive into the music.
Okay.
Cause all right, so if you could put your music in a specific genre, my brother, what what genre we in?
Cause you know me,
I know
and that genre thing is kind of
it's a
tricky.
box. It's a box.
Yeah. So I'm gonna answer this question, but I'm gonna add something to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say soul music, neo soul, retro soul, funk, hip hop, R&B.
Oh yeah.
But outside that box,
Mm-hmm.
awakening music, awakening soul music.
Oh, I love that response. Awakening soul
Yeah.
music. Y'all heard that?
Yep.
That's all right. So
Dang.
you already told me some of the artists that influence you. So which artist out of all of those artists is your biggest influence right now in this moment?
Man, that's another hard question. Um,
You can
I'm
say yourself. You can say yourself. You feel me?
I'm gonna say myself, but I'm gonna say it gotta be two, man. I just can't give you one. I'm gonna say Raphael Sadiq and John Lennon.
Dope,
Yeah,
dope.
yeah.
I love that response. Okay,
Oh,
so
Kendrick.
oh,
Kendrick.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Kendrick's fire. All
yeah.
right. So you recently dropped this project. It's called More Than You Can Fathom. Why you name it? Why specifically that name? More Than You Can Fathom. Like,
Man, listen. I had three titles, bro, and my thing was like, I go with what my soul say. The first title was Comic Aggression 2, because you know Comic Aggression 1 was what you was on that
right?
album.
That was a dope album.
So I'm like, man, I don't want no sequel because that first album was too it was a banger. So
Right.
the second title was Student of Soul, because you know I'm a student of soul, which you know the sun and soul music. So
Fire.
I'm about to do like a concept album where I just do tributes, do like a cover of songs that I love, you know, but I like, man, that's kind of like too much, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So, so I was like, let me think. So I took a deep breath one day, and I was like, man, there's a lot going on in the world that people really can't fathom, and that's when like, you know, that's when I said, okay, most people can't fathom,
Mm.
so I'm gonna make these songs. More people gonna like it, or they gonna love it. People ain't just gonna understand it, or they're not gonna understand it. So I like, man, more than they can fathom.
Ooh,
So that's
that's
what
fire.
happened.
That's Hey, I love the name, my brother. I love that name. I'm like, wait, when I click on it, I'm like, yeah, more than they can.
And it was different because nobody really, you know, had a title. Because you know, I seen one where it said more real or something like that, or more than you can think. So I was like, bro, it's more than you can fathom. Nobody never said that on and put it as a title. So that's what that came to be.
Okay. Okay. So what was your main purpose when making this album? Like what was the statement? Like
I'm
what was
huh?
the energy behind this album? Like,
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like when I made previous albums, I was free of distractions. But if I feel like this album had so much distractions around it, it was hard to kind of create.
mm,
Then I had sore throat trying to sing. Then I had writer's block. I had uh I just stopped one time. I just stopped because I was like, man, I'm kind of drained by doing these songs because it wasn't coming how I wanted to come. So
right.
I just stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of weeks. So that's when these songs came back to back, like some downloads or something like that. And I just writing them at night, because most of my songs come at night when I write them.
Okay.
I can't really, explain that phenomenon, but most of my songs come at night. I can write them easy. In the day, it meant for action to record it, but at night it's meant to meditate and write it for some reason. I don't know why, but the motivation was just to make songs that people. I didn't want to be too deep, like how my previous albums was, because I made one called "Better Days, Better Ways," and that was kind of, it was deep, but it wasn't how I want it to be, like how I wanted more You Can Fathom to be.
Right.
Because More You Can Fathom had the deep songs, but it also had the songs about love, like Sometimes, Sweet Desires. I want to create love songs for the ladies, and lo and behold, they like them songs. Like they would comment on the comments and leaving heart emojis.
So,
I was like, okay, I
so
like this
after
song.
the project, which one is your favorite song?
Off the project, um, I'm trying to think.
Mine's is More Than You Can Fathom.
I
I ain't gonna
know
lie.
why. You got that hip hop feel. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna say, Ain't No Turning Back.
Ain't no turning back.
Yeah, it's a funky, soulful joint, and I really was sinking my heart on that. I had did 2 vocal ranges, and I don't think people really see what I was doing. One part was a low range, and then when that third part came, I got it high. You know what I'm saying? So I like that song too, because like, bro, I got to a point now where people gonna either love me or hate me. I learn and evolve from the previous me, and I'm gonna fall out with people that's not even trying to evolve. So it's like ain't no turning back, because I'm ready for all that. You know what I'm saying? Ready for
Right.
all that. So
Right.
that's why I like that song. It's like almost like a statement saying, y'all can say whatever. You call me crazy, weird, don't want to understand who I am, but guess what? I ain't never turning back from what I once was, a person who was not in love with himself, who didn't know who he was. I'm not going back to that. No turning back. So that's why I like that song. It's a
That's
statement.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I just wanted to say, man, I love the overall vibe of that damn project.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's different. It's really different, man. It's very soulful, very soulful, And man, I can't wait for more, man. Can't wait for more,
Now
man.
the albums that's coming out now, well, after this, it's gonna be different. I don't think people ready for this one, man. Cause I'm gonna just give it to people. Like, it's a rock and roll album I got coming.
Woo! Tap it in.
Yep.
Tap it in. Y'all heard?
Yep.
That's what's to come. We got a rock and roll album coming.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Cause I heard Beyonce and Kendrick trying to do it, but guess what? They ain't about to do it like me.
Ashe. Yeah. Love that. So how often do you record? Like,
Right now I'm not recording nothing. I'm kind of taking a break. That album might come next year,
God.
cause I really want people to really feel the songs that I got now. I got 5 albums in 3 years.
Okay.
So if they, decide to tap into the catalog, let's go ahead and listen to them albums, and I give them time. I want this next one to really be different, and people to give it a chance.
Right.
Because I don't do it for screams and clout, man. I don't care if I get 1 view. I do it for the love of music, and I do it for the message. I do it for the older folks and the kids, and anybody that want, like, let's say, like, you put it in the CD, or you have an MP3, or you have like a Apple Music type thing.
Right.
I want you to press that song and be like, oh, this is different.
Right.
You might not like it, but it's different, and that's the main thing I want to do.
Right. Ashe. Man, what gives you instant gratitude and instant confirmation?
When I get chills,
Mm.
and then after that, I let my dad hear it, and if he likes it, that's another confirmation, because I know he's a music head too. Because he like the old school. He like Ozzy Brothers. He like Commodores. He like Curtis Mayfield. He like he even go back to the East Lil Jon, the East Side Boys. But
Mm,
his real era is the 70s, and that's where I tap into most of my energy from. This is 70s
right.
because I felt like that was the
Music.
um real music, real soul music, because everybody wasn't trying to sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had their little different style. So when he says something is good, I know it's good. So
Right.
yeah, so
Right.
yeah.
Hey, the guy said Barry White.
I can't even see the
You can't
comments.
see the comments?
Nah.
Dang.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
Barry White was another one too. Him and Isaac Hayes. I'm gonna tell you, they was competing, man. They was competing because they both had that heavy voice.
right.
So yeah, they was competing back in the day.
Okay. So what are some of your goals and expectations throughout making these albums and this collective of music? Like what are some of your goals?
Um, just to keep, trying to top the next one, because I feel like this last album, to me, it still didn't top Comic Aggression, and I feel like that's my best body of work because that whole story behind that album was it was a conversation I had with a man, bro. Like he was saying he felt like he was a prison in his mind, and he
Mm,
spent time in jail too. So that whole idea of being a prisoner still mentally made that whole album, because I feel like sometimes we awaken to so much that we might become a prisoner of thought. And what I mean by that is some people, they see it, they don't know how to conform with it so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like they might lose themselves in it. So
that's true. Yes.
yeah, so you have to be able to balance it out, man. Like you can't lose yourself in the surface too much,
Mm,
but you can also learn through the other side. But don't you can lose yourself, but you can't. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You gotta balance it out.
So what keeps you grounded on the spiritual journey? What keeps you like from consciously like almost leaving?
Man, it be hard some days, bro. It be so hard, but I try to just stay in peace, like stay in stand still.
Right? A flow state.
Yeah, so I try to do what I can, control what I can, and what I can't. Usually, the universe align it with me back around again. So I have that knowing,
Yeah.
and once you have
So,
that knowing
so
and that piece of power with yourself,
mm,
then that's the only way you can be. Because until we get no superpowers, you know what I'm saying?
right to the
Yeah.
upgrades come
Yep.
the upgrades.
Yep.
How do you generate your energy and get into your flow state right now? I know you say you exercise, you make music. What other things do you do to get into that flow state?
Um, I know this is bad, but sometimes I just see when I drink wine, it makes me deeper.
But that but
Not
that,
that I need,
but
not to
that's
say
necessarily bad, God.
I know, but not to say I need it. But I
Hmm.
do it for a certain time. Like when I'm chilling, like that's when I do it.
Right,
When I'm about to get in my element, I don't need it.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, that's dope. That's dope.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna play a game. You ready to play a game?
Okay.
So I played this with a couple of my friends, and man, it was so cosmic, man. So
Okay.
with you being a musician, this is gonna even be more cosmic. You know? So it's basically like what first comes to mind. So I'm gonna just say a word, and off the top, man, first thing that come to your mind, just
There gotta be a time limit.
nah, ain't gotta be a time limit. You can take your time. You feel me? Just the
Okay.
first thing. So the first one is higher self.
Divine.
Mm. Okay, higher self, divine. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, what about meditate?
uh, Patience.
Mm. What about past lives? I'm about to
Past
write
life.
this down. Let me get my notepad out, man. Oh man. All right. Past lives.
um, Connections.
Connections. Whew. Connects. Oh, that was Cosby. I felt that one. I felt that one right there. Peace.
I want to say salvation.
Salvation.
I want to say that.
Write that down right there too.
Okay.
Hey, chaos.
Chaos. Rebellion.
Rebellion. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, you gotta chill, boy. Oh, I'm gonna pass out up in here, man. Okay. Shadow work.
Inner self.
I'm writing all this down. I need all this. I need all this. Inner self. All right. The sun.
Soul.
Ashe. Ashe. The moon.
You got me on that one. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say. I want to.
Hey,
You got me, right? I ain't gonna lie.
top of the
Creative.
first thing.
Creative.
Creative. All right. Zodiac.
Universal.
Universe.
You said what?
Transcend.
Trend.
No, transcend.
Legacy.
Ooh, my boy got some heat. Oh man. Ascension.
Elevation.
Elevation. Hell yeah, that's elevation.
Yup.
Yes, sir. Primordial.
You said what? What?
Primordial.
Duality.
Ashe. Last one. Jordan.
Cosmic.
Ashe. Ashe. Hell yeah.
Yup.
Super cosmic. Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate that. So I got a question, and it's basically just for the platform. I always ask people this question,
Okay.
and it's just how will you contribute to the current planetary shift taking place on the planet?
You said how I contribute to it?
Yeah, how will you contribute to it?
Just keep giving my positive energy, uplifting energy, trying to play my part in this shift because everybody have a part. Being able to, if someone feel down about themselves, trying to uplift them.
Ashe.
Trying to talk to the kids that want to listen because they are the future. They are the next generation that's going to come up and have the fruits of labor of what we doing.
Okay.
And just be a divine person, man. Like I know people think I might be, people, you might not believe them. People have things they think I am, Um, but if they get to know me and try to tap in with me, they'll see that I'm not like that, bro. Like I'm really a cool, calm, collect person, and I love to learn and evolve and never be stagnant. And
Ashe.
people just always have that image of you before they even know you and try to meet you. And
Right.
and I gotta stop giving my heart to anybody that feel like they might be in need of love and healing. I gotta have that discernment. And
Right.
I'm still learning that as well. But I'm never gonna close my heart to anybody that need that healing because I'm a healing, person too as well.
Ashe.
So that's the biggest contribute that I can do.
Man, I appreciate you so much,
Yeah.
God, for coming on the platform, man.
And I appreciate you from even having this platform. And you gotta save this so I can screen record
Yeah.
it.
You gotta show me how to save. This is my first time on
For
live.
real?
Yo, you gotta show me because
Oh,
I don't
so,
even know.
so I'm gonna tell you when you in this live, it's gonna say share, but if you don't, it's still gonna be in your archives. All you
Oh,
gotta do is download it. It's gonna have a download arrow. Press the
okay.
download button, and it's gonna be in your gallery. And turn uh upload the video to Instagram,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right.
But this been, man, I feel like this is something that you need to continue doing with people, man. Like, I feel like this is amazing platform, man.
And
You know,
I
many
appreciate.
people wish they can have this and talk to people. See 5D, he's doing the people that's popular. You gotta do people that's not regular, but people that don't have a following, people who want to
Right.
speak truth in their light. I feel like you don't want to do it with along with your music. And I want to say something else. I want to do an EP, man. I might try to rap or something, cause I don't know. I don't know.
Woo!
I don't know. But uh,
Oh,
I'll let you know in the DMs.
oh
Yeah,
snap!
yeah. But
Y'all
so
heard it here first, man.
huh?
God's got EP dropping,
Yeah,
man. It's coming on the way, man.
yeah. Cause
Yes, sir.
you know what inspired me to do that?
Hmm?
Man, it's Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole. That situation, Kendrick is really cooking them. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the only one that probably can give him a little bit of smoke is J. Cole, because I feel like Drake is not even a lyricist like that. But we could talk about that another day.
All right. So I got one more question for you.
Okay.
What would you tell your childhood self right now?
I'm gonna be like, don't never second guess yourself.
Mm,
Um, Still tap into that creative ability early on. Um,
mm,
love who you are, because at one point I hated my skin, man. Because back in the day when I was in elementary, kids always, check me about my skin color, saying I'm dark skinned, I'm a monkey and stuff like that, because I was dark skinned. That was a hurtful thing for kids to
right.
say. But as I got older and figured out who I was and why my skin like this, I became proud of myself. So I just want to tell that younger version of me to just research on himself more and figure out who he is early on. So you have to go through that depression and trauma,
Right.
um, because it kind of messed with me early on, and I feel like I wasn't good enough for the girls, and I feel like I was ugly. You know what I'm saying? And then I started getting pimples. I was like, man, I'm real ugly. So I had to grow out of that and become who I am today, and I'm very proud of who I am today. I love it, and there's more to come, man, for real.
Shay, brother,
Appreciate,
I appreciate
appreciate.
gratitude. I'm sending you the most energy in the world, man. Keep
Thank
going. Keep being
thank you. I will, and you too as well. You keep going, man. I'm telling you, everything that you're doing, the universe and alignment is gonna work out. We doing what we need to do right now, spreading that light and energy to people. That's what we
Thank you,
doing.
brother. Thank you. All right. Take care. Thank y'all all for joining in, watching the God, man. Jordan
Supreme,
Ancrum, man. Y'all go get that tape too, man. Y'all better go listen to that, man.
sir.
More than you can
Yes,
fathom.
sir.
More than you can fathom. I shade, brother.
I say,
Peace.
I say, peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.